Not all who smile at you are your friends. Not everyone who walks beside you is walking with you. Some are simply walking near you until the road no longer serves them. Epictetus, the Stoic slave turned philosopher, knew this well. He lived among the powerful, but never let their praise corrupt his clarity. He saw men speak of virtue while practicing vice. And he understood something many people still don't. The greatest dangers in life don't always come from your enemies. They come from the wrong friends. Epictetus taught that we must be vigilant, not only in our thoughts, but in our relationships, because the people around you shape your peace, affect your virtue, and determine your path. He warned of 3 specific kinds of friends. 3 people who can weaken your character, erode your peace, and distract your purpose. And unless you learn to identify them, you may end up surrounded, but never supported. Let's begin with the first, the flatterer. Epictetus once said, "It is not he who praises you that is your friend, but he who rebukes you when necessary." The flatterer isn't there to build you. They're there to benefit from you. They inflate your ego, not because they admire your truth, but because they fear losing your favor. Flattery is seductive. It feels good. It gives you a sense of superiority, but it is hollow and dangerous. Why? Because flattery feeds the very thing Stoicism warns us against: attachment to reputation, desire for validation, the illusion of superiority. A flatterer will never tell you when you're wrong. They'll never challenge your thinking. They'll never help you grow, because your growth threatens their control. Epictetus taught that growth requires correction, not applause. That a true friend is one who, as he put it, is more concerned with your character than with your comfort. So ask yourself, who praises you too easily? Who never challenges your actions? Who avoids honest conversations in fear of upsetting you? Because the man who cannot correct you will never help you become great. Next comes the second, the unstable friend. This is the one who is in your life, but not anchored in your life. Epictetus said, "We should not be in the company of people who are not prepared to endure difficulty." Friendship, like virtue, is not proven in peace. It is revealed in adversity. The unstable friend is here today and gone tomorrow. They support you when it's easy, but when your name is dragged, when the path grows dark, they vanish. They are fair-weather companions. They confuse loyalty with mood, commitment with convenience. You'll notice them making promises in excitement, only to disappear when silence is needed most. But Epictetus was clear. Only the disciplined soul can be counted on. That means you must become disciplined in the way you choose who walks with you. You cannot expect stability from someone who hasn't conquered their own chaos. You cannot demand loyalty from someone who is at war with themselves. A Stoic chooses companions the way a general chooses soldiers. Not based on charisma, but character. Not based on fun, but fortitude. Because the right friends hold the line when the world falls apart, and the wrong ones, they scatter like leaves in the wind. So reflect, who's only present when things go well? Who disappears when life demands presence? If their loyalty depends on convenience, then it was never loyalty at all. And now the third, the envious friend, the most subtle and the most destructive. Epictetus warned, the envious man is not a friend, even if he shares your table. Envy is not always loud. Sometimes it smiles, sometimes it claps, sometimes it says, "I'm proud of you," but the eyes betray the truth. The envious friend can't stand your growth because your progress reminds them of their stagnation. They applaud you in front of others, but privately they minimize your victories. They find faults in your strengths. They compete in secret. They'll support you, so long as you don't surpass them. And when you do, suddenly you're too busy. You've changed, or you're acting different. But what they're really saying is, "You outgrew my comfort zone, and I don't know how to deal with it." Epictetus would say, "Do not seek to please all. It is impossible to live in harmony with those who envy your path. So let go. Let go with peace. Let go with grace. But do not remain among those who are quietly hoping for your failure, because true friends don't just tolerate your growth. They water it. They cheer when you win. They correct when you stray. They stay when others leave. So what do? How do you protect your peace, your purpose, your path? You become intentional, not just about who you let in, but about who you become. Epictetus taught, associate only with those who make you better. That's your compass. That's your shield. Don't chase the loudest laughs. Don't gather people just to fill the room. Don't surround yourself with mirrors that flatter you, but never reflect your flaws. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to grow, hold you to your word, and love your soul more than your success. Because at the end of the day, you don't need 1,000 companions. You just need a few loyal ones, rooted in truth, anchored in virtue, and willing to bleed with you if the world ever calls for it. And if you can't find that kind of friend, then be one. Be the kind of friend who speaks truth with love, who remains steady when life gets turbulent, who is not threatened by someone else's light, but inspired by it. Be the friend who doesn't flatter, but sharpens, who doesn't leave, but remains, who doesn't compete, but uplifts. Because the Stoic way is not just about detachment from emotion. It's about attachment to what is eternal, to virtue, to honor, to truth. Friendship, to a Stoic, is not measured by years, but by the depth of character shared. So if you've outgrown certain people, if you've had to walk away from the flatterer, the unstable, the envious, that's not cold. That's wisdom. Better to walk alone in integrity than walk surrounded by those who secretly hope you fall. As Epictetus said, freedom is the prize when we let go of those who do not align with truth. Walk in truth, even if it means walking alone for a while. Because the right ones, the few, will find you. And when they do, you'll realize it wasn't solitude. It was preparation. Become the kind of friend you're seeking, and you'll never be surrounded by the wrong ones again.